Hi, my name is Larry Staples. I was speaking about the sins and evil that Jesus was speaking about that comes from within peoples out of their mouths peoples. So if you could get God's doctrine, what peoples call the King James Version Bible peoples, and turn to the book of Mark peoples for chapter 7, verse 18 to 23. Jesus said this peoples, and he said unto them, Are ye so without understanding also? Do ye not perceive that whatsoever things from within entereth into the man, it cannot defile him, because it entereth not into his heart, but into the belly, and goeth out into the drought, piercing all meat. He said that which cometh out of the man, that defiled the man. For from within, out of the heart of men, proceed evil thoughts, adulteries, fornications, murders, thieves, covetousness, wickedness, deceit, lasciviousness, and evil eyes, blasphemy, pride, foolishness. All these evil things come from within and defile the man. Which is, peoples, when Jesus said that evil thoughts comes from within, is a sin to think evil peoples of doing evil to other peoples. That is a sin to God peoples. Adulteress is when a man or woman is married and choose not to do God's will and commit adultery, which can cause for the man or woman to get angry with each other, kill each other, or lie to each other peoples, or give each other diseases peoples, which is not God's will for man and woman to do peoples. Fornication is when men and women are not married and have sex with each other peoples. Fornicators are peoples who peoples knows in this world today as playboy, playgirl, my man, my woman, boyfriend, girlfriend, shacking, common law husband and wife, sugar daddies, and many other names might be peoples, but it is a sin to God because the peoples have sex without being married peoples. Murderers are peoples who kill peoples, which can be husbands and wives, sons and daughters, police officers, soldiers, or any peoples that kill peoples. Thieves are peoples who will steal from you or break into your house, peoples. Covetousness might be the word. Forgive me, peoples, but I might not know what that is, peoples. Wickedness is peoples who do sin and evil, peoples, which is a sin to God. Deceit is people who will lie to other peoples. That's why deceit is a sin and evil to God, peoples. Lasciviousness. It sounds like the word might be about diseases. Forgive me if I'm not speaking the truth to you, but the will of God is not for peoples to give other peoples diseases, peoples, because it is a sin to do. If you know that you have a disease that can cause other peoples to get sick and die, or get sick and be in pain, that is a sin to do, peoples. So that's why it is a sin to God. Evil eyes, people. Any evil eye, which the word of God speaking of, Jesus was speaking of, is a sin to be seeing other peoples and seeing them and wanting to do something to them in an evil way, people. Blasphemy is peoples who speak evil of peoples. Pride is if a man or a woman or peoples that lied to peoples and won't ask them for forgiveness, or that did evil to the peoples and won't ask them for forgiveness. That's what pride is, peoples. Foolishness. Peoples call comedy, joning, joking. They call it the different names. But foolishness is called foolishness, not a joking or joning or comedy. To God it is foolishness. Why it is foolishness? If a little children was on the side of the street and it was a tree near the side of the street, and the little children did not know you was there, and you came up behind the children and said boo, and a car was coming, and the children runs out into the street and get hit and killed. That's why foolishness is a sin to God, peoples. But peoples call it joning, comedy, and teasing might be, but that is a sin and evil to God, peoples, which the word of God. All these evil things come from within and devour the man, peoples. So, adultery is a sin because men and women have sex with other peoples, and peoples, the husband or wife, get angry. Fornication is a sin because people have sex with other peoples and not married, but they call them playboys or playgirls and sugar daddies. But people get angry from people doing adultery or fornication to them. People get angry if people kill other peoples or people steal from them peoples, and wickedness. No peoples might not want people to deceive them or deceit them, which is lie to them peoples. So it's a sin to God. Foolishness, as I was saying, people might call it comedy, but it's